Yeah? Anyway, Mia made a wonderful cake, so we're going to cut the cake now. Once again, we want to thank everyone for coming, especially those people that came from out of town. Rehan Auntie and Mean Uncle, thank you very much for coming. And who wants to say a few words?
Assalamu alaikum. Well, since they went through my whatever happened in my life and my life, I thought it is time to correct a little bit. Now, first thing is that when we walked in, I mean, people were asking me whether it was a surprise or not. Well, Namad was kind of very active for the last 2-3 days, so I became a little suspicious. Anyway, when I walked in, and Patel Sahab ने मुझे गले लगाया और कहने लगे कि congratulations बड़े मियाँ. So I said thank you for calling me बड़े मियाँ. He said no, I call you दूनो मियाँ. So I said that's what happened 40 years after marriage. Anyway, I think since you talked about how I found my wife, I would like to give you a little more details. It wasn't that simple. What happened when I went back, you know, they said that the जोड़े हैं जो heaven बनाए जाते हैं, but I thought that I should play a little part in that. I do everything according to my plans. I had my plan to get my PhD. When I went back, I said, I'm ready. Now the problem is how to find a girl. And a girl of my choice. So I was wondering what to do. My boss, Dr. John Stoffel, who was a Harvard graduate, he said that, let me tell you something. You're going to hire a couple of doctors, so why don't you hire 2 lady doctors? And if you like any one of those, you can get married. I thought it was a great idea. So I said, now how should I find lady doctors? So there were 2 people. One was Dr. Farida, who used to be with us, a senior person. And there was another Dr. Qureshi, who was the professor at King Edward Medical College. And both of them were known to be a matchmaker. So I approached them. I said, that's what I'm looking for. So no problem. All the doctors will line up for you. So 2-3 came, and they didn't like me. So finally one day, I was in her office at King Edward Medical College, and she said, Dr. Sahab, मैंने एक बड़ी सोनी कुड़ी भेजी, मिली कि नहीं मिली? मैंने कहा कोई सोनी कुड़ी मेरे पास नहीं आई. We were just talking about that somebody walked in, बड़ी खूबसूरत दुबली पतली लड़की. I said, look, हम बात कर रहे थे, she's here. So I looked at her, and I kind of liked her. And the thing which I still remember, what I like were बड़ी-बड़ी आँखें. कहता है ना कि वो जन्नत में हुरों की बड़ी-बड़ी आँखें होंगी. So I said, okay. Then Dr. Qureshi said, Shahida, why didn't you go to his office? I said, okay, I'll go in a couple of days. So she came, and of course, the distance was not difficult. She was taking. So then what? We used to have lunch together. Dr. Stauffer, myself, and 2-3 other doctors. So Shahida was given responsibility to make tea for us every day. But the problem was that every day she will boil over the milk. So one day Dr. Stauffer said, Salman, she's all right, but I don't think she knows how to cook. Do you like it? I said, cook, no cook, I like it. Then came some difficulties, you call it Zalim Samaj. Some of those profound as already said. Anyway, but we crossed all those hurdles and we got married. Now, since he was talking about she was a sports woman, I think I should tell you one story. I think I have told before too. We were going on honeymoon to Swat, and on our way she was bragging all the way that, you know, I used to be tennis player, I used to be number one this, I used to be number one this, and I was used to taking races, I was always first. I kept listening. I said, okay, that's enough. I stopped the car. I said, you know, I never took part in sports, but let's have a race. She said, right here, are you serious? I said, yes, I'm serious, right here, let's have a race. Well, you know who won. And since then, she never talked about it. So that's what happened at our... Anyway, we have been married for 40 years. These 40 years have been wonderful. One philosopher has said, I remember now, that he said that successful marriage is that you should fall in love with the woman again and again. But it has to be the same woman. Your wife. So I follow those advices. Every 10 years, I kind of re-evaluate myself. And then I discover her and start all over again. And I believe that understanding your wife is not anything less than discovery. And I do that every year, and that's why I'm so successful. Anyway, not like it. No, really speaking, 40 years have been really wonderful. She has been a wonderful wife. And the greatest thing that I appreciate, and I would be thankful to her, that she has been a great mother. And Adila, Fia, and Noman would really agree with me. She has spent a lot of time in training them and giving them the right path and telling them what's right and what's wrong. And I think she has played a great role. I have not really, but she has. And I'm really very happy about it. I'm thankful to her. And also, I would like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has given me such a wonderful wife, such a wonderful children, and also wonderful spouses. I'm really blessed with all these things. And I have wonderful Nawasi. So far, Uttapod is concerned, we are still waiting. But anyway, I think it has been really 40 years, wonderful time. One thing that Furqan mentioned it, I forgot about that, is that we got married, and I used to be once upon a time her boss. After marriage, we changed our roles. And that's why we are successful. And I know that it's 40 years, pretty soon it will be 45. It will be 40 years, it will be 45, maybe 50, 55, 60. But you know, one day, what they say, manadi karne wala to kharega, कि चलो वक्त पूरा हो गया. But before that time comes, I pray to Allah, and I would like you to pray for me too, that I'm able to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as much as I should, because I owe Allah a lot, that He has blessed me, such a wonderful family, such a wonderful children, and such a wonderful grandchildren, and children's spouses. I would also like to thank my children for organizing this. They don't have to do it. I feel now older. But anyway, thanks for all of them, children and their spouses. They spend a lot of time, Rashid, and everybody. And I would also like to thank all the friends who are here, because here in this country, I think you people are our extended family. And without you, I don't think that it could be a joy. And lastly, I would advise, as they say, that you should marry a person, you should not marry a person whom you would like to live with. You should marry a person whom you cannot live without. And believe me, I don't think I can think of my life without Shahid. Thank you very much.